We're not from Indiana, so we chose to go to community because one of our very good friends referred us there. And as we asked questions to people in the area, it seemed like Community North was where they directed us every time. When I met with my doctor, Dr. Pierce, it was not even a question that that's where I'd want to deliver our first child.
It's a beautiful place to deliver. I think we have fabulous nurses and doctors that get along well with patients.
It was outstanding service. Everybody there from the time we checked in was more than accommodating.
You can tell the people who work at community love their job. You know that they want to be there. And that makes you want them to be there too. Pam was our labor and delivery nurse. She was just spunky and ready to go and said, we're gonna deliver this baby. And when things got tough, she just got tougher.
One of them even stayed late through her shift to ensure that Catherine and Hadley and I got through the whole experience.
I truly believe she's one of the reasons that she's here.
You could tell that they're very loving in what they do, and they treat each baby in there like if it were their own.
We've got the state-of-the-art technologies. We've got the doctors and the respiratory therapists and the nurses who can take care of all kinds of complications. And that's exactly the case that happened with Catherine and Adam's delivery.
Everything was smooth, and then all of a sudden it wasn't.
Right at the end, when our room was filled with about 15 nurses, and the doctor just finally just said, Catherine, like, it's now or never, gotta go. And I looked at her and I just said, let's do this, you got this.
When my daughter was born, she wasn't breathing. We never heard her cry or breathe or anything the 10 minutes she was in the room.
She was completely limp and purple. And he handed me Hadley, and I brought her to the warmer, and she wasn't doing anything.
I watched him doing CPR, 5 feet from us, and my initial reaction was like a protective reaction. I just draped my body over Catherine and didn't let her look at what was going on.
So I had to try to maintain composure and do everything that I needed to do to make sure that Hadley was going to make it.
A lot of things were flashing through my head that I never thought I would have to think of in the first 30 seconds of my daughter being born.
The people that we met with and worked with and made it as best as they could.
Right when I saw them after delivery, I was pleased to see that Hadley was doing really well. She was out of the NICU. She was making great progress.
It was the doctors and nurses and the practices that they have there that saved her.
She's a miracle. I mean, she's perfect.
Everything that we went through, I wouldn't want to go anywhere else in the city.